Another embattled government entity, the Affordable Care Act, just reported a big surge in signups. President Obama told reporters at that same White House news conference that 500,000 more Americans enrolled in a new plan on the Healthcare.gov website over the first 3 weeks of December.
I now have a couple million people, maybe more, who are going to have health care on January 1st. And that is a big deal. That's why I ran for this office.
But that good news came after the government website was shut down again today for about 3 hours. And there was another policy change for people who had their current plans canceled. Bertha Coombe joins us now with more on all of today's healthcare developments.
A lot to talk.
Yeah, a lot of developments. It's very interesting because, the health department often holds those numbers close to the vest. They say there are always discrepancies. We only report them once a month. And yet here the president comes out and makes news and says, we've had 500,000 on Healthcare.gov. It is a big deal, certainly a big improvement for what we've seen from the first 2 months. But when you break it down, that amounts to about 24,000 people a day on Healthcare.gov.
Is that good or bad?
For 36 states. California, in the last couple of days, has seen over 20,000 people a day on their website alone. So comparatively, way better than they've been doing, but they are far behind on the sort of projections that they had expected. They had expected by the end of December to have over 3 million people have bought health plans through the exchanges.
And in the meantime, a big deadline looms.
Big deadline looms on Monday. If you want coverage starting on December 1st, or rather January 1st, you have to sign up by midnight on Monday. Now, with the website having some glitchy problems, clearly there's a lot of volume on there. So if you are a procrastinator, you really shouldn't wait until the very last minute if you want to make sure.
Do I go Christmas shopping or do I sign up on Healthcare.gov?
Exactly. Well, sign up on Healthcare.gov after you've done Christmas shopping in the middle of the night when it's likely to be a lot quieter, actually.
The one thing that we keep hearing, the rules are changing. The words you always use when you talk to us about this healthcare thing is complicated.
Right.
And a lot of people we're hearing anecdotally are saying, I'm just not going to deal with all this. I've had problems signing on, and they're opting out.
There are some people who are opting out for now. That's right. And I think that's one of the concerns, that really this is the big surge for people who want to make sure they have coverage on January 1st. The next surge we're likely to see is at the end of March when the open enrollment ends for the 6 months. But it's this time in between they're going to have a challenge to continue to engage people and to get them to continue to sign up.
Very quickly, we alluded to it. They changed the rule for those who did had their policies canceled and couldn't afford what the alternative was. There is now a bare bones policy that's available.
Exactly. There is within the law what's called an exemption that people get, a hardship exemption. And so they're giving people whose plans were canceled and they've not been able to find an affordable plan to replace it a hardship exemption so they won't be subject to the penalty. Of course, you have to fill out more paperwork in order to get that. And if they want, they can buy these bare bones plans that are only really offered to people under 30. But if that's the only thing you can afford, they'll let you buy into that.
Bertha Coombs, always doing a great job covering it. Thank you.
Thanks.